So even automatic is kind of like going for that darker look for some reason, which is not bad. But I think I do prefer the menu option. So let's go back to menu because there's not much light. I mean, I could do this. Watch, ready? I bet you once I turn this on, it's gonna be like way too bright. It's on 10%, man. That's fucking bright. See, so that's gonna adjust, right? And I guess now it's kind of shooting in a much better light. But do you know how bright that light is, man? Like, check this out. Okay, maybe automatic is actually not too bad. Like, because with manual, like, I would not be able to go from everything else dark and that just pretty much be on. I was gonna say focus, but I guess it is in focus. But as well, it's trying to get perfect. It's trying to get the best exposure out there, and that's the good things about shooting in automatic. I guess I keep looking at the screen that's on top of my camera instead of the lens. Wow, this is fucking. This is not weird, but this is just a bit different. I don't know why I stopped doing this. I should have just kept going. I should have just kept doing this. Yeah, I have no idea why I stopped doing this. And what I'm talking about is actually filming. So I think I'm gonna start filming now. Oh look, I can have some stuff in the background. Yeah, that's pretty mad. What do I have there? I'm not gonna show you stuff because like everything here is filled with stuff that might incriminate me. No, I'm kidding. But legit, I'm being serious. But I'm kidding as well at the same time. So I hope you get my humor. It's very dry. I mean, it's not really. I'm just. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna jump back onto this because look, I have a light right there, which is pretty cool. I might shoot in 4K though because I know that a lot of footage that is being uploaded now is probably being recorded in like 6K cameras, 5K cameras. I have no idea what's there. There's the R5 I think and the R6 that shoot over 4K, like, and that's just the Canon camera. I mean, it's not even that big of a camera like the 1DX used to be, but essentially it can record high quality. So I think I'm gonna need to switch over to 4K. I'm just gonna test it out, see how we go. I'm shooting on my Sony RX 1000. No, what is this camera called? Yeah, RX 100 Mark 6. So yeah, got my water check, mate. Fucking water check for sure. My water just ran out. I mean, almost running out from my Camelback. I think I need to get this stand as well for this camera because it would be good to just place the camera somewhere and just going for like a little chat. The only thing that I don't like about automatic is like the lighting is, I mean, it's not going to be consistent as I move, but the good thing about it is if I move like this, it is definitely more consistent. Apart from that, what can I say? Yes, I'm gonna start doing this more. I'm gonna start filming more of my stuff, because I think I can actually grow or do something with it. I think there's a lot of stuff that I could share. I feel like maybe everyone should do this, but I guess not everyone has the drive, or I would say not everyone has the equipment, but that's completely a complete lie nowadays because everyone's got a phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, especially if you're living in a country where you're better off, I guess, because this is the internet, so anyone can be watching this from anywhere, and especially now thanks to Elon Musk, you know, sending all his satellites up to space. It's going to be trying to provide, you know, internet to much poorer countries. Just pretty much trying to provide the internet for the world, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so you just don't know where people are watching it from. But like, look, I'm from Australia. I live in Australia. So if you're in Australia, you pretty much, the chances are that you're gonna have a mobile phone, and you might get, a phone that's been passed on maybe from an older sibling or from your parents. I don't know, but that's still a phone that has a camera on it, and you can just record videos. Like it's not hard at all. Like I'm telling you, it's not hard at all. Obviously, I'm pretty lucky because I have some equipment that I can use to record. I have some lighting equipment. This yeah, like the camera that I'm shooting on is fucking great. I think. I mean, I bought it maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember the exact time. It would be probably 3 years ago, I think. But I have so much content that I've shot, so much footage, I would say, not content, because everything is content and everything can be footage. But I don't want to be saying, oh yeah, I got all this content to show, but because the content that I might be able to, or that will come out, might not be specific content that you like, but it's footage that I've recorded throughout, different experiences and different whatnot. I can't believe I'm getting tired from holding this camera. This is a tiny camera. I don't know how to show you to you. Actually, I can show it to you. Use my phone. I've been recording already for 6 minutes, and I can keep going. Like, do you know what I mean, fam? Like, I can just fucking keep going. Let me show you what this camera looks like, right? Actually, you know what I can do also? I can take a photo of the camera and I show you. So this is what the camera looks like that I'm recording in. Tiny ass camera, but my hands are suffering from holding this thing. But yeah, so the stuff that I think I'd be showcasing most on the channel, I have no idea because I'm still yet to record. But there's a lot of stuff that I've been thinking about. And I went to a doof not long ago, and my friend who was there, his name's Zach, and he was like, I just had, this idea of like having or creating some sort of retreat that I'm gonna, do this and do that. And he's like, maybe you could be, or like not maybe, but he had an idea and like I guess a vision of some sort that I would be the first person to go to this retreat, not as a patient of any sort, but just like a trialing kind of thing. I don't know, you can trial anything you want on me, I guess, and see how you go. Do you know what I mean? But after that, it made me realize that shit, like we are, like each and one of us, like, you know what I mean? Like, sorry, no. So what I realized was that like each of one of us. No, I don't know how to say it. I realized that like, I am my own test subject, in a sense, and each and every one of us is a test subjects. Are test subjects of themselves. Fuck, I don't know what's wrong with me not being able to put words together. Maybe because I've been holding this thing for 8 minutes and like 30 seconds. But yeah, so like we are our own test subjects, and that's, thinking about it, it's pretty crazy because it's like, wow, we can do anything with our lives. How many years we end up living in this earth, and then at the end of it we realize what we've been able to achieve, what we've been able to do, and that just put a lot of perspective in my mind, especially because of the stuff I guess that I've gone through as well. So it's like I might be like, you know what I mean, like we are one of a kind. We're not the same in any way, even though that we might have the same thoughts most of the time, not most of the time, but like, you know how they say, like, every thought you've had, fucking thousands, hundreds, thousands of people, millions, I don't know how many more people as well, but they've actually had the same thoughts. So we're in some way unique, but we are all connected in some way. You know what I mean? But we are our own test subjects. So then I was like, oh shit, we are our own test subjects, especially with me, because I had stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2016, and then I don't know, I have to look how many rounds of chemo I had, but I think the first one was 6. So I had 6 rounds of chemo. And what I mean by 6 is like 6, I think it was like 3 days a week or 4 days a week that I received chemo. So It was 6 weeks. I had 6 cycles. Maybe they call it 6 cycles that would go every fortnight. So every 2 weeks, I'll get a cycle. So I got six of those. And that was in 2016. At the end of 2016, I was fine. They said get radiotherapy. I was like, nah, don't need it. I'll be alright. And then in 2018, I relapsed. And then I would have gotten more chemotherapy, but I think it was like salvage care. I can't remember. No, I think salvage. Not too sure, but I think I would have gotten maybe six more cycles of chemo. So that equaled up to 12, and then I would have gotten immunotherapy, and I think I might have gotten that maybe 6 cycles as well. So that was, so I've gotten 12 cycles of chemotherapy, 6 cycles of immunotherapy, and then I had radiotherapy like every day almost, I think, for like 4 to 5 weeks. I can't remember. And then I had a stem cell transplant. I think that was just in 2019, so 2 years ago now. And I got given chemo, salvage chemo that time for 6 days in a row, I think. And then I got the stem cell transplant. So like altogether, I don't know. Like, so I've gotten, yeah, my body has gone through a lot of stuff. Do you know what I mean? I might be, I don't want to sound like I'm all that or whatever by saying the next thing that I'm going to say, but I might be like one of, maybe 10, 20 people that have received everything that I've just mentioned through their lifespan. There's probably people that have gone through more shit than me, right? But yeah, there's, X amount of people that have actually received what I've received. So even just that, thinking about that and being like, oh wait, we are our own test subjects. And by test subjects, I'm using that very loosely because I'm not trying to say that, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you can do whatever you want with your life. Let's try this, let's try that. No, probably test subjects is not the best word to describe it. I don't know, but I'm just using test subjects. But essentially, is like you can try out different things, and I'm not talking about like substances wise, strongly as much on that. I'm just talking about anything. Like you can go try a new sport, or you can go try a new activity. You can just keep on trying different things in your life. You can try painting. You can try. There's so many things that you can do, and that's what I mean by like more test subjects, because you can do it and you can grow on it. You can see where it takes you. So I think that's why I'm doing this, because I might be 1 out of 10, and then I'm just gonna start recording as much as I can and start putting stuff out there. And because of my experience of thinking about like, oh yeah, being test subjects, I feel like now I'm driven to work on my body. I mean, for the past couple years, even before I got Hodgkin's lymphoma, I was already kind of like not testing, but I was doing a lot with the mind, I guess. Like I was trying to grow in different ways, interpersonally. So from inside and from without as a person, I guess. But I was playing more on the mind. Like I could go on for ages, but I was experiencing with a lot of psychedelics at that time and things like that, meditations, and I wasn't doing any breathing stuff. No. It's just like meditation, psychedelics, mix them together, bunch of that, and just getting so deep into spirituality and like realizing where we come from and how we can use this abundance amount of energy that's around us that we can't see for our own good purpose. And I'm trying to say, like the use of the laws of attraction, right? By saying it out, calling it out to the universe or whatnot, and making things happen, I guess, in one way. So, but now I'm starting to get into, just after from that thought that I had when I was at the Dolphin maybe like 3 weeks ago, is that, especially thanks to my mate, was that, that now I think I want to, work on my body in itself, like the physical form, and see what I can do with it. So I think that's what I want to start as my journey, but The journey is gonna take us through a lot of stuff. So be prepared to be watching a lot of stuff, different stuff, I guess. But yeah, so this is just, one of one, and I don't know when I'll post this. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after that, maybe never. Maybe you never see these, but maybe this will just be a raw kind of like one take kind of thing. And okay, so I've been rambling on for like 15 minutes plus, so I should probably just say goodbye and water check. Make sure you guys are keeping yourself hydrated because water is fucking important in our lives. So with that said, I will catch you guys on my next video. I need to come up with, I guess, like a slogan or something to finish it off. Every single video will finish with that. Bam! But I don't have that yet. Still have to think about something. I think something will come up though. For sure.